Project 24, take 1. I have a feeling it's going to take me a couple takes. Okay, this one is kind of complicated because it involves using some tools in the toolbox that is available that you see on web pages a lot. Radio buttons, drop-down boxes, check boxes. If there's a radio button, you can only choose one. If it's a check box, you can choose several different options. When you take surveys, you'll see this oftentimes. And then at the end, I'm also introducing the idea of a macro. But first thing we have to do is make sure that the developer tab is there. And so it's not there now. So Excel options, and then show the developer tab right here in the ribbon, and then hit OK. And so now we have the developer tab here, and then there's record to macro, etc. And here are the tools that we're going to be using. Insert tools, and there's form controls and ActiveX controls. We're just going to use the form controls, and you could use ActiveX as well. But the first thing we want is a drop-down box with the types of car washes that are available. And when somebody drives up, they'll choose one of the different types. And so we're going to insert here it's the big A and a little a, I believe. So we're going to insert that, and we're going to draw. Mine is flashing with this jing running, so never mind. Go to the form control right here. Combo box, the combo box. Told you the wrong thing. And so we're going to drag that there. And now we're going to right-click on it and go to Format Control. You have to do this for every radio button, every check box that you do. You have to go to Form Control and tell it where to get the information. And so it's a lot of up and down and back. And so the input range is on the other sheet. I've got to get this out of the way. The input range is on the second sheet that I've already set up for you. Okay, I got to hit this. I had to hide that to get this to open. And the input range is standard, deluxe, standard, or economy car wash. And turn that back on. And the cell link is, we have to go put that back again and go to here, is this cell right here. And because that will be, should I drop down 1? Should I drop down 2? Should I drop down 3? And then here. And you can, the number of drop down lines would be, there's only 3 choices, so put 3. And then hit OK. All right, and now you can click off of it and then click back on it, and you can see the different ones. Standard, economy, whatever is in there. Okay, now the extras. The extras, looking on the price sign, will be you can get both a wax and a vacuum, neither of them, or just a vacuum or just a wax. And so that will be a check sheet, a check box. And so going back on the first page, we're going to insert over here, insert a check box. It has a little check in it. And we're going to draw it out. And we're going to call this wax. And then we're going to do another one down here that is called vacuum. Vacuum is hard enough to spell without all that. Right, now again, we have to go to Format Control for each of these. And so right-click on the wax button, and I've got it. You can have it on and off, it doesn't really matter. And go to Format Control, and we have it checked. And so the cell link will be, you've got to hit that little red thing there, and go over here and say that that's 1275, well, right here. And hit OK. And so when it's checked, this will say true. If it's not checked, it'll say false. So we can do the same thing for this one right here. Turn that one on, right-click and go to Format Control and have it checked, and the cell link will be right here, this pink one. Not the price, we're clicking on this where it will say true if you want it. And then turn this back on and hit OK. And so if they're both checked, they'll both be true. If they're both unchecked, they'll both be false.